All right, welcome back, Amateur Hour Sports Talk fans. Saturday night, UFC 257. We got Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier, the rematch. Let's talk Conor first, man. First of all, McGregor, first round TKO in under 2 minutes in the first round. What, a minute 46, right?
Minute 46.
I mean, just laid it to him. But it was early. It was early in Poirier's career. It was early in Conor's career, too. It was only Conor's fourth fight, right? Mm-hmm. So, what'd you think? Conor? Talk about Conor for me. What you got?
So Conor has completely changed his entire attitude in the fight game ever since Khabib
slapped him.
I wouldn't say whooped his ass, but he choked him out.
He choked him out with one hand and put his thumb in his asshole in the other hand.
Whoa.
It's a little suspect, but yeah.
We are rated R, folks.
Hey, that's what Khabib did him, bitch. And then he jumped outside of the ring and whipped up his corner.
McGregor is he's much more, I guess, humble would be the word now, since he got his ass whooped by Khabib.
I think so.
Ever since he came back, so he's completely changed. It's almost not fun. I watched a press conference this morning actually, and it's almost not fun watching him make press conferences anymore.
Because he's not shit talking.
He doesn't talk shit as much. So it's I just want him to sit there and talk shit. But it's kind of nice seeing him, humbled. He did fight back last year against Cerrone. Knocked him out.
Was that really a fight? 40 seconds, man.
Yeah, I mean
40 seconds. That wasn't a fight.
So since he came back, he's been off since then though. So that's the only problem. So nobody knows who he really is at this point. If his conditioning's on point.
Stephen A. dialed in.
155 though for Conor is I think that's an easy weight class for him to be at, because he walks around at 185. He's a bigger.
But he's cutting that much weight to get down. Think about.
Well, he did that when he was fighting 145. He ran through the entire weight class.
I understand, but the 30 pounds ain't no joke to cut.
No, well, yeah, but he did that. What I'm saying is he did that the entire time he fought at 145, 155. He's done it his entire career.
It's getting older now. It's harder to cut.
Well, also that plays in a factor is that left hand. He's just so powerful.
Yeah.
That these little dudes just can't handle his.
All jokes aside, the dude's a good fighter. It took for you to get your ass whipped by Khabib, for you to get humble. You should have got humble when Diaz rocked your ass and choked you out in the middle of the ring.
But he came back and beat Diaz afterwards. He came back and beat Diaz in a decision afterwards. He redeemed that decision.
Also, if you didn't watch him after the fight, he was humble. He was humble after.
And let's not forget that both of them have now lost to Khabib. Poirier lost to Khabib after Conor did.
Yeah.
So, what I'm saying is, it's his first fight in over a year. Okay? For Conor, I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. It's only his third fight in almost 2.5 years, man. Before that, he was trying boxing. he was worried about his whiskey that he was promoting.
Proper 12, which is good. Got a bottle at the house right now.
I still haven't tried it. Is it good?
I actually
is it good? I got it. Where'd you get that?
Jameson?
I got it from just the liquor store at the corner.
Is it a little cut of Jameson?
Shout out to the liquor store at the corner. All right.
No, not all whiskey is the same.
Sorry.
My question about Conor.
I don't drink whiskey.
My biggest question about Conor is, how is his cardio? He looked to be in the best shape of his life when he got out of the car on Fight Island. Don't get me wrong, but that doesn't tell you how your cardio is. Yeah. How is his cardio? Because only 3 of his career fights have gone past the second round. And let's be honest, all 3 of those fights, Holloway early in his career, Diaz, and when he actually won that decision, and against Khabib. The reason he got beat against Khabib is because he was gassed. He couldn't even fight anymore. That's why he got choked out. How is his cardio? Is he going to be able to keep up with Poirier?
All I'm saying is,
I'm just saying,
they go more than the first round. I get he say he gonna knock him out in the first 60 seconds, right? If they go past the first round, Poirier is gonna win that fight.
And I'm telling you, I think the odds are stacked in that favor, because Poirier, 5 of his last 6 fights have gone more than 2 rounds, and his only loss was to Khabib in 3. Other than that, he's gone that longer distance.
Poirier, he's had a really good career since.
He's got the cardio.
Look at
Conor lost. He's had a great career.
Exactly. He's not just gonna let you walk in and rock it.
No. And they've beaten the same.
Yeah, neither was Jose Aldo, and guess what happened to him?
Yeah, 13 seconds.
Well, Jose Aldo was trying to rock him and got got clipped.
Neither was Chad Mendes. Guess what happened to him?
Hey, that's Superman.
Let me guess. Hold on. So Conor McGregor is like the Tom Brady of the UFC for you, huh?
Hey, right now,
That's what it sounds like to me.
Hey,
that's what it sounds like to me.
Hey, tell me another UFC fighter that has held 2 belts simultaneously. There isn't one. So if you want to talk about goats in the UFC,
what's her name? Nunes?
No.
What's the female?
No. Amanda Nunes. She has not held 2 belts at the same time.
She has 2 right now.
2 weight classes. She is not. Conor McGregor is the only UFC fighter, and I did today. Conor McGregor is the only one, flyweight and lightweight.
She has 2 belts. Look it up. I promise you, she has 2 belts.
I'm fact checking it right now.
I got 5 belts.
Please fact check that right now, because as of 2:45 p.m., he is the only UFC fighter to hold 2 belts in 2 different weight classes. Now maybe that's men's. Maybe they didn't mention women's.
She should have
which
2
I don't
belts.
know why they wouldn't do that, but.
So this article from USA Today is saying that
USA Today, are they credible?
That's just the first thing I saw.
All right, yeah, we'll give it to him.
It says that Henry Cejudo becomes the 4th UFC fighter to hold 2 belts at once. Tony Ferguson gets TKO win against Donald Cerrone.
He's just giving you a cap of all of who's.
Make sure you about to say McGregor is the goat.
Anyway. As
so
far
here
as
you go.
pound
So
for pound fighter,
Cejudo now is the 4th fighter in
Man,
UFC
you
history
crazy.
to hold 2 titles at the same time, joining McGregor, Daniel Cormier, and Amanda Nunes.
Who?
You're right. Amanda Nunes. Right.
Oh, and I forgot about Daniel Cormier. Where is he from again? Boom, Louisiana.
He is.
Hit it up.
So then
That's
why
1 point
DC,
for,
baby.
I'll tell you what. Then ESPN needs to get updated on their shit.
That's the problem right there, man. Everybody following ESPN, man.
Man, get off ESPN.
Well, I don't know.
Hour.
I don't know the specifics. This is on the fly, just looking up. We didn't do any research on it. So
No, that's
there
right.
may be something.
Hold up, I got it on ESPN right now.
Are we talking about live? No, go ahead.
I got it on ESPN right now.
Go ahead. Read
Hold
the article by Ariel Halawi or whatever the hell his name is.
Ariel Helwani.
Yeah, Hawani.
Shout out Ariel.
This man said don't use ESPN. He's on it right now.
Yeah, and he's on ESPN right
Hold
now.
up, right.
Don't use it.
It ain't lying. I'm
Anyway.
they copying off of somebody else's shit.
come back in after that. So, bottom line is, Poirier's a different fighter since the first fight. All right? 6+ years ago, he's more mature, he's more seasoned. He's beaten the top competitor. They've both beaten Eddie Alvarez. They've both beaten Max Holloway. He just beat Max Hooker, back in June? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Something like
Max,
that.
He's damn good.
So 5 of his last 6 fights have gone more than 2 rounds. We already talked about that. He's won 3 of his last 4 fights, but his only loss coming to Khabib, same as Conor. 3 out of 4. Last loss coming to Khabib. So how does Poirier win? Because everybody thinks that Conor is going to win. How does Poirier win? What do you think?
If Poirier wants to win, he has to drag the fight out. He can't go in guns blazing and try and compete with Conor because it's not going to happen.
I agree.
If he wants to win, he has to play. He has to be smart, kind of pick his angles, kind of step out. I honestly, I know a lot of people shit on McGregor for not having ground game. I wouldn't take McGregor to the ground. I think he's improved drastically.
He's got a decent enough ground game to keep you worried, I think. Yeah.
If he stays away and he picks his angles, he doesn't get in too tight, into arm's reach, stays out of that area, then I think he could drag it out, and that's the only way I see him winning.
I think McGregor's ground defense is better than most people give him credit for. Mm-hmm. His ground offense is questionable. He's not going to submit you. He's not going to give you a rear naked choke, but his ground defense to get up and get back to his feet is most definitely is something to watch out for.
It's going to be a test of whose chin is stronger, pretty much, and I'm going to take McGregor all day. So I think McGregor has a chin on him.
Right, and I agree with you. I think the only way Poirier wins is if he follows that Nate Diaz blueprint.
Yeah.
Pick your angles, slow the damn fight down. Get your timing down. Manage the distance that you know that you're not going to get caught with those left hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that left hand is dangerous, man.
Well, and going back to his conditioning, McGregor gets gassed easy when he's at 175. So he's a lower weight now. True. Everybody knows, with us with running, if you weigh less, it's easier to run.
True.
He weighs less, he's going to be in better condition.
But the problem is he's never been able to prove that because...
he stops him so quick.
Right. So... like I said, I think Poirier, the only way he wins this fight is if he is able to slow the fight down, get it into the later rounds, get it past the second round. Get in the third, fourth, maybe even the fifth round.
I hope for that because I don't want to.
I want to see.
I don't want to buy this pay-per-view because if
I don't
it goes
see a 13-second.
yeah.
If it's another Jose Aldo, like no.
Now, don't get me wrong. I also want to watch the Hooker fight. I think that's going to be Hooker and Chandler. I think that's going to be a damn good fight.
Did you see what Dustin Poirier did Hooker?
Yeah, they went to decision. 5 rounds.
It shouldn't have been a decision. He should have knocked it. That motherfucker ain't want to fall though.
But
he didn't want to fall.
Silva should have never lost to Bisping going way back, but I mean that happens all the time. People.
So
you know.
So getting back to
McGregor shouldn't have lost to Khabib either, right?
No.
No, he should have lost.
Hey, bottom line is, and I will get to that after this. I want to talk about the Khabib rematch if there is one. So Conor wins just by doing what he always does. He gets out quick. He goes on the attack. He's quick start. He doesn't let Poirier get in those championship rounds, but keep a little more in the tank than normal, just in case, because you know that you're going to get gassed, and you know that Poirier can go into those last rounds. So by all means, keep a little bit, but don't change. Do you? I agree with you. I think Conor is going to come out, and honestly, I don't even think it's going to go past the first round. I really don't. I hope it does.
I hope it does. I want a good fight,
but I don't. Anybody else? I know you're sticking up for your hometown boy. What you got, Big Daddy?
I'm not sticking. I'm talking shit, man. I think Poirier could, if he drags this fight out past that third round, I think he has a good chance of winning.
But do you agree that that's a big if?
You got to make it past the first two.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, can he survive that?
That's what he's been doing, though. That's what he's been doing his last fight. I mean,
yeah, but he hasn't fought Conor McGregor since the last time he got knocked out.
Yeah, minute 46.
Again.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor last fight was how long ago?
January last year, a year ago.
That's hard, man.
And his last fight before that?
2018.
That was yeah.
Because he had legal troubles, he had Dana White troubles, he had
I don't know, man.
all kinds of other troubles. So what you think? At the end of the day, who do you think you're picking? If you had to lay your money on
I'm rooting for Poirier.
Right.
You know,
but don't speak with your heart. Speak with your mind.
That's not what we do here.
No, that's what I do. I mean, McGregor might pull it out, but if that fight, if it goes through past the second round,
he might pull it out.
Okay. I see Poirier.
All right. What you think, Sweet Robert?
McGregor. First round.
Triple C, what you got?
McGregor second round.
McGregor second round. I got McGregor first.
Poirier, they down you, baby.
Call around? You gonna call around?
Yeah, I think McGregor will pull him away in the first round.
All right.
McGregor says it literally. Hey, you can call him Mystic Mac because he predicts it.
You know what? And that's where Mystic Mac came from. Was the first Poirier fight.
I think somebody mentioned something about the pound for pound best fighter.
I did.
John Jones, hands down.
No.
Yes.
Not even a question.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. I think that it is a very close 3-way tie between John Jones, Conor McGregor, and George St. Pierre. As much as I hate St. Pierre, I absolutely hate St. Pierre. And not that I hate him personally, but as a fighter, like I wanted BJ Penn to win. I wanted Matt Hughes to win. Anybody but St. Pierre because, and I know this sounds really weird rooting for Conor McGregor, but because he was so cocky. But Conor McGregor is cocky and he backs his shit up. St. Pierre was cocky and yeah, he eventually backed his shit up, but he wasn't as dominant as McGregor has been in backing his shit up.
I don't know that I could put McGregor in that though. I think,
bro, I don't think he was cocky, man. I think he was just
different weight classes.
He was confident as hell, man.
I think McGregor had the hottest 2-year streak. I think there was a 2-year streak.
The money draw
where
100%. Who else was drawing gates besides McGregor during those 2 years?
And inside the cage and outside, all his antics. 2 years, McGregor was the name.
But that's where I agree with Schofield. I think it was a 2-year stint. I don't.
And let's be honest,
best pound for pound.
McGregor never lost his belt. McGregor never lost his belt in a fight in the ring.
Then
he vacated his championship because he retired and wanted to fight fucking
So that fight that he had with Khabib.
Mayweather,
And
And
I still think that fight was way better than what anybody even thinks. I really
actually,
do.
so unpopular opinion, I think McGregor was winning that fight.
I really do think so as well.
It was all about money, man. It was a play.
Yeah, I think that was a fake fight. I think there was
You
a
gotta
lot
think about
of
it. You
WWE antics going on in
Yeah,
that fight.
you got the guy in boxing, Mayweather, 50-0, right? All he does is talk.
Mm-hmm.
He backs it up. But then you got UFC, Conor McGregor, talk. He backs it up. You know, man, let's bring these two together.
I think that McGregor's hands are way better than Mayweather ever even imagined they were going to be in that fight. I really do.
Man, that was a plot, man.
Hey, so with that being said, should this fight be a title fight?
Well, it technically is.
No, it's not.
It
is not a vacated title. It is
they're
not a
they're not
vacated
fighting for the title. That's what
no.
McGregor, that's what he was bitching about.
Is supposed to be fighting for the
Khabib retired,
Yeah.
supposedly, at least for the moment, for the time being.
I thought McGregor was retired at some point.
Well, he's retired
He
twice.
only did that because
2018 and 2020.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, but should this be a title fight with Khabib supposedly saying, "Hey, I quit, I retired"?
Who's supposedly holding the title right now?
Nobody. It's vacated. But Dana White did not want to make this the number 2 and number 3 contenders in that weight class for the title without at least giving it a little more time for Khabib to be able to come back and say, "Okay, I'm there," because they have to give it at least a year.
Oh, that's bullshit. I didn't know it was that deep. If he really wanted to fight and he came back and he is the champion, right? You come back, fight, take your belt.
It's the same reason why Conor had to vacate his
title.
Come
back and take your belt.
Same reason why Conor had to vacate his title.
I think I don't know though. I think there should be a time limit. I don't think that you just
they got Gaethje as the number.
Can't just keep the title forever.
Yeah.
Number 1 contender right now.
Yeah.
McGregor's the 4. So
is he really?
This is 2-4.
But how's
Gaethje 3?
How's Gaethje number 1 when?
Because he was the last one
when Poirier and
he beat Poirier, right?
McGregor have both beat him.
Yeah. I think it's just based off of what they've done recently.
Which
because McGregor hasn't fought all year.
And this dude just lost to.
I don't think this should be a title fight.
Yes.
I think it should be whoever wins this should take on.
He lost to what's his name? Khabib.
Who?
Gaethje, whatever.
Yeah. I think I think this is what they should do for the title. If Khabib's not going to fight, if he doesn't come back,
he'll come back.
If he doesn't,
really
they should.
So
the winner of this fights Gaethje?
No, I think what they should do is 2 and 4 fight. So Poirier and McGregor fight. Then you throw Gaethje, who's the number 1 contender, and Oliveira in there. The winner of that fights the winner of the McGregor, and that's who gets the title.
I like that. Actually, I like that.
I'm gonna tell you,
I like that idea.
But at the same time, after those,
I like that idea a lot.
Hey, I like that idea. But before those 2 fights happen, and I say you put them on the same fucking pay-per-view, so that way they're on the same schedule to fight on the next pay-per-view, or 6 months later, 4 months later. But I say that after those fights are signed and those happen, you don't let Khabib come back and reclaim his title or claim ownership to his title. If he wants to stay retired, let him stay retired.
Dana White wants
Khabib.
Back.
I know he does.
He'll be back.
He wants Khabib McGregor. He wants another Khabib McGregor rematch.
He wants Holiday. So remember, them guys were supposed to fight back. When was supposed to fight? How long ago? Man, that was supposed
Holloway?
That was 2 years in a row. They kept getting
beat.
You're
Holloway,
so sure he's coming back.
No, they didn't fight.
So
McGregor beat
Khabib retired because
McGregor beat Holloway early.
He retired because his father passed away, right?
Right.
So,
but he's a man that lives on honor.
So here's the story, right?
Jeez.
Conor McGregor comes back, makes comebacks, wins this belt. You think Khabib's not going to be baited?
I don't know, man. That guy,
he'll be back.
I don't know.
Look, see if Khabib has fought.
I don't know.
It'll be the story will be complete.
No, they were supposed to fight back in 2018.
Living on his dad's memory.
They kept
it'll be a good fight.
Calling a fight off because of injuries. I'm telling you, that's the fight Dana White wants to see, man.
He said he wouldn't fight without father.
He hasn't fought him, has he?
I
thought that he did.
They were scheduled to fight. I think
not recently, anyway.
In 2018, they were supposed to fight. 2018, maybe 2019.
Okay. I mean, Khabib would beat the shit out of him.
Honestly, I agree with that.
He wouldn't beat the shit out of him. He would take it to the ground and beat him there.
Yeah, that's the only way. He ain't gonna go toe to toe with Holloway.
Holloway needs to chill out, saying he has the best boxing in the UFC.
First of all, did Holloway even win his last fight?
Yeah, he did. I watched it. Yeah, he actually looked really good.
I know there's a lot of controversy behind it.
He just beat the crap out of this dude, man. That wasn't no controversy.
Yeah, he looked really good in his last fight, but he's not the best boxer in the UFC.
All right. So we got that done. We got that out of the way. UFC 257 this Saturday night. We're gonna do a watch party. We can do a watch party 257.
It's gonna be a damn good card. I'll tell you that
I
much.
think we should.
I might be more excited for the Hooker Chandler fight than I am for the McGregor fight.
Hey, whatever. We'll figure that out. If we get together, we'll do one and we'll post that.